Good morning. Okay, that's better. Today, as you might have guessed, I wanted to talk about my hair. The gene for curly hair is very strong in my family. You've seen this picture of my grandpa before, and then you can look at my mom and my brother, and that hair keeps going back up that chain. Here are a couple photos of when I was younger, and I still had quite curly hair, although it's more curly now because it got curlier after I went through puberty. I think I was maybe 2. Then you have the time when I had a sweet mullet. In college, I went with the long curly hair, and now I'm back to short curly hair. While I do appreciate the compliments, people who say, "Oh, I love your hair, I wish I had that kind of hair," are liars. What they really mean to say is, "I wish my hair would do that when I wanted it to, and then could go back to being straight on the rest of the days." My whole life, I've had people, some of them I didn't even know, come up to me and say, "Oh, can I touch your hair?" Or when my hair was long, they'd want to like pull on it a little bit because it would spring back up. But they seem to forget that there are very few hairstyles that you can do with curly hair. I know my options are basically the bedhead that you saw before, this current showered look, with long hair letting it hang straight down or pulling it into a ponytail, or for me, the ever popular hat. P.S. If I'm indoors and wearing a hat, it probably means I didn't take a shower that morning. Curly hair is always so much more work. I mean, I can't just brush it and then it looks good and go, or comb it and it looks good and then go, like if you have straight hair. Or if you have straight hair and you think your hair gets frizzy when it's really humid, just look at a person who has curly hair. I mean, it looks like they're holding their hand on like a Van de Graaff generator or something. When I had long hair, I actually straightened my hair once for a Halloween costume. I was Tarzan. And it took 2 people 45 minutes, each of them had a straightener, to straighten my hair. And I had been growing it for about a year at that point. As much as I liked having long hair, it was kind of a pain when I would go on some of my backcountry trips. It got to a point where for some of my longer kayaking trips, I would have a friend French braid my hair so that I wouldn't get dreads. And I would just leave it in the braid for the entirety of the trip because it got super tangled a couple times and was kind of scary about how long it took for it all to get out. Anyway, moral of the story is if you have straight hair and you see somebody with curly hair, feel free to compliment them on their hair. But if you say that you wish you had their hair, we know that that's not true. I'll see you tomorrow.